5. It's up for review. We've got a lot of news, a lot of things to go over. One of the main things is that Green Goblin Trials is just around the corner, just a couple days away. And we're starting to get some information on what the actual nodes will be. Now, we did talk about some of this the other day because of the data mines provided by Tana, but it looks like it changes going from 7 to 8, which they did announce in the blog post, but they're specifically calling out what it's going to be. Now, mission number 2 is going to be rebirth only if you're on difficulty 8 or higher. City Villain, which is going to be on mission 3 and also on mission 7. And so here are some city villains. Looks like they're trying to do something with Sinister 6, Superior 6 there. We're going to see how that plays out. Global Blaster in mission 4, which is these characters. And also you can see Ultron down there. And then in mission 6 will be New Avengers, which we knew. And then on the very last node, which is behind my head, will be Rebirth and New Avengers. Now, speaking of the Green Goblin Trials, I just want to acknowledge that something weird happened today. And it looked like the Green Goblin Trials went live, although we got a notification saying it was the Morgan Le Fay event, yet the rewards were for Nova. And from what I could see, nobody could move it past difficulty 1 and the game would crash. So as far as like being fair, nobody got anything extra. So this was some sort of bug. They did remove it from the game, but it was not the actual Green Goblin Trial. It had the Green Goblin art, but it wasn't the Green Goblin Trial. I suspect it was the Nova one. Anyways, bugged. Also right now, we've got 10x. So if you're saving your basic red stars, you only want to, in my opinion, the only time to open these is when the 10x is live. You don't want to do it when there's a featured character. Also, there was an update to Cosmic Crucible. They added Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill looks to be having a higher cost than, let's say, Captain America or Cosmo is another one that was added there recently. But it looks like Beta Ray Bill is going to have the same cost as Quicksilver. I'm not sure if that's intentional or on accident. Now, I want to talk about something good, but yet something bad. They did change the event. And yesterday I was talking about this event being a bad event. I still think it's kind of a bad event. I'll talk a little bit about why and how I was able to work through the event. But they did change this, and I do think this is a change for the good of the community, and it was based off of a lot of the posts that I saw on Reddit. But basically, the event was worded for win Cosmic Crucible with Wakanda characters. If you go in game right now, it is changed to play Cosmic Crucible with Wakandan characters. Now, a lot of people have been asking, what are you going to do with War Dogs? How are you going to do War Dogs inside of Cosmic Crucible? Or not War Dogs, actually the way the event is worded is for Wakandans, right? And so I was able to use the 4 Wakandans, which would be the 2 Black Panthers, Okoye and Shuri, paired up with Dormammu. And as I was able to punch up pretty significantly, I believe in room 2 against Infinity Watch. So I'll put a video up about that, and it was a pretty convincing win, and I do feel like Dormammu made a big difference. I pulled out Nakia. I'm not sure how that match would have went down if I had Nakia, but it felt very good with Dormammu. So this is sarcasm, and I did not know this was sarcasm, but it proves a point. I like the win with Wakanda and Crucible event. This person's being sarcastic. This is a joke, because I don't think this is a good thing for the game. It's a real challenge. I think it's good for the game. Sarcasm. I hope Scopely releases more events requiring players to get wins with long past power crept meta. May I suggest other events for the future, such as win with power armor and war, win with Black Order and Arena, or win with Shadowlands and RTA. I'm excited for the future of Scopely and look forward to more challenging events like this in the future. Thank you for always innovating and putting the players first. So yeah, this is beyond sarcastic. Yeah, I'm not even sure that Wakandans are like a 6. You know, they're clearly not in the top 6 Cosmic Crucible offense team. They're probably like further down the list than that. So why are they forcing us to choose between playing optimally in the event or playing optimally inside a Cosmic Crucible? Like, you have to make a decision. And I felt like I got a good compromise, but you know, tomorrow I might not get paired up against Infinity Watch. So it is what it is. Also, a lot of people have been asking where the tower, the satellite rewards were. Well, there was a post on November 8th saying that based on the leaderboard in Sword Satellite and having ties, that they needed some extra time, and the rewards are scheduled to be paid out on Tuesday, which is going to be tomorrow. A lot of people asking where the payout is, and that's kind of a big payout because there's going to be a lot of Diamond Star type orbs, you know, the Dark Diamond orbs. All right. Remember when campaign events didn't suck? And this is a signature Dr. Vamian post where he says, "Hey devs, long-time listener, first-time caller. Just remember the good old days when we had campaign events for a new character that actually help us unlock the new character. Now we're stuck with campaign events that require the new character, which just so happens to only be available if you spend money or dumped a bunch of cores with trash drops. Can we please go back to the fun campaign events? Could at least drop the requirement to use the new character. Thanks. I'll hang up and listen." I feel like somebody over there identified that people were hoarding cores, which is of course awarded from your arena, and they were exclusively saving them for these events, the campaign events that were the most player-friendly release method for a new character, and people were hoarding their cores, and someone over there didn't like that, and they put an end to it. But it definitely was the most popular, most well-received, most player-friendly way of releasing new characters. Raise your hand if you keep forgetting to use your incursion energy every single day. Several people in chat remind me to spend my incursion campaign energy, and it's pegged at 120. There needs to be a red dot or something, please, Scopely. You know, I understand it can't fit at the top for one reason or another, but still, can we get a red dot? Or is there just something in the corner to remind us? So we've got the battle pass, and the battle pass is somewhat controversial. And God, this is funny. Gear 18 from the strike pass pay section. I looked over the new rewards, the premium strike pass, and scope to choose remove the gear tier 18 pieces. Looks like they increased the armor 18 ores, so I guess that's their substitute. Scopely, let's have a sit down. Why is going to increase the sales in a meaningful way? I don't get it. The only outcome I could see from this is less people purchasing the pass this time, and I do think a lot of people are going to opt out from the pass. People who are on track to finish up their characters for DD6 who bought it last time probably have reasons to pause and pass on the purchase this around. Now, the other thing, too, I wanted to mention is one of the main reasons people were buying the Battle Pass, and this particular pass in particular, was because they were trying to get 18 so they can get through DD6. Well, they did drastically update and rework the rewards for the raid season rewards, which should be paying out in about 2 weeks from now. And before, it was only like the top 150-ish alliances were getting the gear tier 18 pieces. Now it looks like the top 5,000 alliances will, and that is a drastic increase. So if you're depending on these battle passes for gear tier 18s, something that you can look forward to is going to be the new raid reward season. Another post about it, the Iron One Strike Pass versus the New Ender Strike Pass with totals. Wow, this is why we should not complain about the amount of rewards in each pass. There were complaints about the Premium Pass specifically, which in turn looks like a big nerf to each tier. The amount taken out of the Premium Pass alone is mind-boggling, and then they list all the separate. And then I also have a spreadsheet from Baka that outlines the differences between the two, and it's much worse. And I feel like the objections to the battle pass was twofold. One, there's 4 of them a month, so it's a total of $80. And secondly, when they were issued out and they drastically boosted their rewards in the paid section, the complaint was not that it was too good. My goodness. But I feel like that's the way Scopely interpreted. The complaint was that there was a big difference between the paid track and the free track. And so Scopely's solution to that complaint wasn't to raise the free track, but it was to drop down the paid track. No! Now, there is another counterpoint, and this was posted, I don't know, this is on 1020's blog post, that maybe possibly this was just a temporary boost. And I see this as a reasonable solution, that it was just a temporary boost in the past, and now it's going back to normal, I guess, because it says, in honor of Halloween, the pass will be slightly longer at 19 days instead of the typical 14, and you also find more rewards. So maybe it was supposed to be a temporary thing, just because it was 19 days instead of 14 days. And I guess it's reasonable to think that they're going to redo it. Oh, are you being a sweetie? Are you hungry? It's close to his feeding time. He's like, feed me. Quit making videos. Get off your butt and give me some cat food. Oh, man, my cats are great. I have 3 of them now. I love them. Anyways, are you going to be buying the Battle Pass? I don't know. A lot of people are going to pass on it. The rewards look okay enough for me, but they were better before for sure. Lastly, I do think King is an amazing character. So if you're looking to unlock King or get him up in stars, you get 75 shards there for $10. And then Beta Ray Bill it was recently added to the Cosmic Crucible store, so I will not be doing this. Plus, I would only consider this if it was $5. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now. Don't forget to post down there if you're going to be buying it. If you're okay with the rewards, if they're still worth it for you, or if you're going to sit this out on the Strike Pass. Bye for now.